Let me know how I sound. Hope everything's okay. I haven't streamed in a while. I had to reconfigure some stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Is this going to be my live reaction or just discussion? Live reaction, and I'll talk with you guys about it. I don't know where the guys are at. If they're around, they can hop into Discord and talk to me, but I don't know if they're around. Might just be me today. Almighty in the chat, my dude. Hold on. How you doing, man? I'm here, I'm back. My vacation was great. I needed that. I'm recharged. I'm souped up. Rejuvenated. My HP and mana is back up. I'm out of my white gimmick. You know? I'm back. So, go to this back. Yes, sir. What's up, my fellow somewhat different from other humans? We here. We here. We are here. I did enjoy my break. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes. You know Vince Kenny's on the track always. Yeah, I'll tell you guys about it on Twitch later. It's a little spicy for YouTube. So I'll tell you on Twitch, but I had a good time. If you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Sup. No, I really did deserve it. Like I be busting my ass. But all right. I think the last. Oh, let me change the scene. What's happening? What's going on? We're here. We back. I hope the audio was good. And honestly, I gotta say this real quick. I've actually seen and heard a lot of spoilers, like beyond these two chapters, because some people on Twitter and stuff have just been, they don't care. They're just posting raw. So I will tell you if there's something that I get to that I already knew about. That being said, I think the last Tower Guy video was the Mule Love one and the Yas Ratcha one, because I definitely wanted to take accountability for the fact that I completely dismissed this cat dude. And no, he's a monster. He's totally a monster. If you haven't seen that Yas Ratcha video, go check it out, because I had to come clean. I'm like, bro, he's a demon. I won't lie to you, I'm looking at Yama kind of sideways. He's looking funny in the light. But we'll talk about this, because we gotta talk about the squadron commanders being far superior to the Slayers. But we'll talk about that when we get there. But how do I feel about... Yeah, exactly. I'm talking about it right now. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Yama catching the L, but let's just say I'm not impressed with any Slayers right now. You're all garbage. Every single one of you. Even my guy, Karaka, my dude. Y'all looking funny in the light. This is why the Jihad Army not afraid of F.U.G. You know what I'm saying? So, that's who you've been breaking his back in his hands these days. Yeah. What's up, Wolf? What's up, Nara, my guy? But all right. Let's catch up. Let's do this. So this is the last thing that I reacted to here on the channel, so that's when to run away. And Yama's getting his shit clapped, man. He getting fear put into him, all kinds of stuff. Get on your knees and beg for your life, Yama. If you do, I'll let this go just this once. Do it. Do it. Kill him now, Anakin. Do it. It tells you the story, Slave in the Tower of God. 52nd floor, all out fight. 2. Beep. 10 minutes are up. The turn is over. Oh shit. Mario Party game is done. That's crazy. Oh, hold on. Let me do the thing I'm supposed to do. Like, subscribe. What's the other thing? Hit the bell down so the Coaster 31 series doesn't get you. If you're new here, share and everything. We're gonna get a what story on Switch. I'm almost done with Kubera season 1. Yes, yo, I really want to get Kubera discussions popping. So I'm trying to get my friends to read it and catch up and stuff. But I want to talk about it, like back and forth with people and stuff. But yeah, dogs, cats, yeah. That's right. Just on them. They say they'd be afraid his love is Slayer. Love was a Slayer. It's over. These dudes really expected to take on the family heads when they get in this trouble. That's what I'm saying. Like we gotta talk about F.U.G because they look kind of fraudulent. But let me read the chapter. Let me read these chapters and we'll talk. Participants, please treat the number of squares in the direction you wish to move. Now, even when this battle is over, it'll be impossible for you to get to where I am on your own. Say you regret challenging me and promise that you'll go back and be good. I'll be a good boy and never fight Jihad's army again. If you get on your knees and promise that, I'll let you walk away from here alive. Don't even think of refusing because of some stupid sense of pride. Everyone has a survival instinct. He keeps saying that, and I feel like I honestly think and believe that he went through something that made him have to actually run away and capitulate to his own animal instincts of survival, and now he's kind of instilling that into Yama. But he could be at the top of the food chain. We don't know that for sure. Comment, subscribe, yes. Yes, you're on TOG. Yes, we're here. You and Almighty are catching up. I want to get Almighty in some of these conversations too for Tower of God. So let me just get reacclimated with everything and we'll be back. But the facts, only slightly hopeful is loose like. Jahad will probably clap him too. On God. The hope is Bam, really. But maybe the point of this is to realize that these Slayers are not ready and they need to kind of light a fire under their ass to be like, you can't even take out the squadron commanders. And you think you can take out these family heads? Yo, get in the room of spirit in time to hit the gym. Say you regret challenging Jihad's army and run away while you can. Go and live in hiding forever. No. Don't be stubborn. I'm not being stubborn. I'm doing this out of respect. Respect? Yeah, respect for my father who died fighting for you and the canines who gave their lives fighting for me. This is the least I can do. How about you win? Win the fight, nigga. Damn it. Got it? Whoosh. Oh, shit. Unlike you felines, we canines have something called a sense of shame. What do you know about felines, though? I'll never beg for you for anything. You're just as stubborn as your father. This could last longer than I thought. You better not regret this later. Ooh-wee! So we got Cha, Hatsu, and wow, Ship. Big Brain Gang. Let's start by looking for mice. We probably won't be able to find 3 at once. But 1 should be enough for now, right? That will be much of help on the field anyways. No, I'm sure the Slayer candidate would be happier to see his companions on the fields than with me than me. You know what? I fucked that up, but you know what I meant. If I left first and something happened, you two, I could never face them again. We welcome the climb. Yeah, Jihad side cultivate power different. On God, my God, yeah. Yama been training though. You're right. He been training, but he been training to beat Doom. Do we know for sure he's been training post Doom, or he's just been just chilling around having a Canine Tooth Festival and things of that nature? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Yama just destroyed me. Yo. I'm like, yo, I can't rate none of these Slayers no more. What's going on? Cat was a fraud for comparing Yama to you. Like, yo, that's what I'm saying. Like, unless he really is on par with these 3rd generation and they're just not that strong, they're just at this level. Like, it's looking funny in the light. I think the Slayers not being too OD makes the fact that they haven't been wiped out makes sense. Jihad knows they're not a threat, so he doesn't waste time on man. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, JDB. Doom even said Yama was probably stronger than when they fought, and Doom was in his prime. Yo, welcome back. Thank you. I'm back. Yes. I'll answer all the comments later. I've answered no comments. I've seen them, but I've read none of them. I'll answer all the comments later and stuff. And after the Hansung you video, and I got something Kubera related to share with y'all. We're gonna talk about it. It's gonna happen. Yama think he died. Yama's like the what's the proverb or whatever? Is it the frog in the well? I doesn't know about like the ground there's sea and the things like it's like you're a big fish in a small pond, but now you take that fish and you put them in the ocean. There's sharks and whales and shit. So, anyways. No, I'm sure, blah, blah, blah. I hope he doesn't seem presumptuous when he asks, but why have you been so determined to help Bam? You haven't been with him from the beginning like us, and it doesn't seem to be because of resentment towards Jihad for locking up Cha. It's a long story, but I've always known he would appear in the tower some days. There are legends about him in our town, and stories about him from a shady character before being sealed away. They spoke of one who was supposed to free me, my companions, and our dead ancestors from our grudge. Everyone was convinced that he would take that burden upon himself, and I hope so too, but unfortunately that was too much of a burden for anyone to carry. That's why I made up my mind as soon as I heard about the Slayer candidate. If the Slayer candidate is willing to take that burden on himself, I'll do everything I can to watch his back and protect him. I don't like Cha, dude. So Bam decided to carry that burden. And that's why even a powerful high ranking like you is so determined to help him. But I want to stay by Bam's side. It's not enough for me to simply watch his back because I'm his friend. Legitimate question for you guys as I keep reading. Legitimate question, because I'm not denying that Hatsu and Bam are friends, but are they close? Like, I would argue that nothing that I've seen would really show me that, yo, Hatsu and Bam are like Bati and Bench, for anyone who's Jamaican out there. You know, they're like, butt in the bench. They're not that close as far as I'm concerned. Like, hearing him say this is jarring to me. This is a jarring line to hear him say this. If it's Rack, even a Norsey, if it's Aguero, Ship, yeah, I think I agree with that a lot more, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I think Bam is a horrible friend. I don't want to help him. But it feels like he's getting further and further ahead of me. He is. Don't worry. As you said, Hats, you and the Slayer candidate are friends. If walking by decides what you want, I'm sure you'll be able to. The body follows what the mind wants. Interesting. By the way, what's that about Yas Ratchet going around catching other races and locking them up? Why would he waste his time on something like that? He's a feline, right? Doesn't that make him part animal too? Why would he do that to his fellow creatures? Considering how old these dudes are, I find it hard to believe they would get much stronger with training within the time span of the series. That's fair. I think White might also be a hope for F.U.G, considering that Aryahan himself said he can become a demon and kill him one day, and he told him to go become a demon. Yama really don't know the immensity of the heavens and earth, honestly. If Bam doesn't steal out White Souls first, I really want to like Cha, but I'm not feeling him yet. Yeah, Cha's too subservient, just based off of prophecy. I don't know. I don't like when something. I don't feel like Bam's earned his subservience. I mean, Hatsu is the side homie. I think Hatsu's a loyal person, but I understand your concerns. They just respect each other as far as I can tell. I would never be Bam's friend, though. There's definitely some respect between them, but I wouldn't say friends. He kind of agreed to help Rachel to tell her on the so why buy it? All right, fair enough. I don't see them talk that often, so that's just a weird line. Like, I want to follow Bam. Like what? From you? That's weird, man. Maybe it's just me. Cool. Good question. So it's hard for me to guess Lord Diaz Ratchet's exact intentions might be, but maybe it's because the Army Corps Commander is part animal. That's why, yes, animals have their own territory and hierarchy, right? Maybe Lord Diaz Ratchet wants to lock up other races here and rule over them. In other words, maybe this cat tower is Lord Diaz Ratchet's own kingdom where he can satisfy his animal instincts. But if this is his kingdom, shouldn't he treat the races in it better? Not necessarily. As young as I've known Lord Yasracha, he's been very interested in mingling with other races. All he wants to do is conquer them. Perhaps the Army Corps Commander is more of a wild beast than simply an animal, since he refuses to mix with his subjects and only wants to dominate them. Wow, so domination is all he's interested in? He sure sounds like a badass. He must be pretty strong then. Of course, the Army Corps Commander is certainly strong enough to justify such behavior. But don't worry, you won't run into him in this game. Let's just focus on getting the other prisoners out of here. Ah, right. She getting played, bruh. Part of me is like, is she just feigning ignorance? And she'd be like, yeah, obviously you're looking to a trap, goofy. And slaps the shit out of him. Like, I'm wondering, to some degree. Them niggas rarely see each other in the 10 years they've been climbing, they're not fucking close. Fair. I think Bam is a sort of motivation for Hats, so he wants to compare himself. He might build up a relationship in his head, but they pals regardless. Okay. Legitimate. Well, as far as friends go, I think he thinks he's Bam's friend, but you know how hard it is to maintain close friendships when you're super busy and don't spend time together. That's actually not a bad point. True, might be easier when you can live hundreds of years without it happening to me, so I got no idea. This it? The place with the pyramid? Shh, we have to be quiet now. There are soldiers down below. Soldiers? Yes, down there. Yeah. See the golden armor shining? Yes. They work for the 2nd Division Commander. They're robots. They don't listen to anyone but the 2nd Division Commander and Lord Yasrat. Oh, they're robots. That's interesting. And over there inside that giant pyramid is where the other races and animals are trapped. They're all prisoners? There sure are a lot of them. Are you sure we can set them all free? It's a good thing that there's actually so many. They'll cause a tremendous commotion when they're released, I guess so. A prison break type beat. And I'm not sure if you can see them, but there's a canine in there. Yo, Jordan! Free my mans. Free my nigga Jordan, dog. Free him. Send him free! How can I open the pyramid? Don't worry, I have a plan. It's not as hard as you think. The pyramid has a door lock that can open and close all the prison cells at once. I'll tell you where the door I'll tell you where the door lock is and give you the password, but what if the guards catch us? Don't worry. I'm a division commander, remember? I'll gather them on the opposite side of the room and distract them while you unlock the door. That should give you enough time to do it. Once the doors are open, run away with all the animals inside. I'll put the mouse in the lighthouse and set it to follow you. I'll just pretend to chase after you so that I can stay in the army and Lord Yas Ratchet won't kill me. Okay? This guy's just lying through his teeth. Like, this is Capsule Corporation. Don't believe him. He's lying to us. Shall we begin? Troops, can I have your attention? Gather around. I have a order from your desk, Ratchet. Come on, everyone. I need you to hear it. So gather all around quickly. These things look kind of cool, actually. To me, I don't know if you guys agree with that. She goes to the cage. I'm so confused why she's getting all this focus. Get her out of here with her sister. We'll see what happens. Let my people go. Free the homie. He too real for this? Yeah, man. I need to see Love and Jordan interacting. I kind of like that, actually. I think that would be an interesting duo. Because Jordan's kind of funny, you know? I actually like that. Where's Mule Love at? All you have to do is type in the password I told you. There it is. The door lock. All right. I've played along with this little plan. And I'm not really sure he can be trusted. Okay, at least you're thinking he can't be trusted. I wasn't sure if he was just a complete airhead. I really wasn't sure what to think. So let's see. But if the password he told me is right, that should take care of everything, right? Since I would have had to come here to rescue the canines anyway. It worked. The password really worked. Nice. Now I have to find the canines to get out of here. What Lord Ratchet wants me to tell you today is we have a new recruit in the prison. And this time it's a human. Let's all go welcome her. Hurry, run. Come on. Why aren't they listening to me? Something's not right. It's like they have no soul in them. Wait a minute. What's going on here? They don't seem interested in leaving the prison. Huh? Division commander? What the hell are you talking about? Did you lie to me? Maybe someone is controlling them, like me. What? You tricked me. Can't possibly be this stupid. There's just no fucking way. There's no way she's this stupid. Please be pretending. Please be pretending. Please, for the love of Christ. There's just no way. There's no way. You tricked me. Tricked you? Are you saying I'm lying? I brought you to the pyramid with the canines and even gave you the password to the door lock. But you didn't tell me you brainwashed them. Oh, that's more of an omission than a lie, isn't it? You sly bastard. If you're going to kill me anyway, why didn't you do it to begin with? Why did you bring me all the way here? I told you, Lord Yas Ratchet enjoys creating and ruling over his own territory. I'm the same. Rather than kill you, I'd rather dominate you. You're a little smile. Like, I'm sick. She gotta go. I hope you die. You don't deserve to see another chapter. There's just no fucking way. You're an F.U.G.? This organization becomes less and less impressive to me by the fucking second. By the goddamn second. Tired of this. Ha! Here's a little Shinsu attack, okay? Listen, do you think I followed you without any kind of backup plan? You have a backup plan? Hold on. Did I speak too soon? I knew there was something suspicious about you. That's why I set up my pocket to send out an SOS signal if any of my teammates are around. We may not be able to call each other, but we can send short range. I don't know. That plan's not enough for me. But when you're the pyramid, I got a message for the teammates in this area. That's the only reason why I came down here. Oh, hold on. Do you think I came down here without any type of safety net? Beep. They're here. They'll be here soon. There they are. You said on the SO. Okay. Okay, at least Cha came. All right. You know what? She's still stupid as fuck, but I'm gonna let it go. At least she was like, hopefully somebody will come save me type B. But there's just no fucking way, dude. I mean, he was real nice to her. So, well, hide and seek test would have some kind of intelligence when hunting down regulars, though he's no Aguero. At least she ain't Woony on. Type Deliot's fair. She's dumb, but keep in mind that Quant set the bar for required ranker intelligence pretty low. You know what? Quant is pretty dumb. Fair enough. But Quant's not a part of F.U.G. And will help you. Regulars? How are you two going to help me? Look at her face. What could you possibly do? So that's where they keep the animal people. Huh? My savior. Look at her face. The hero from the wall. Did you see her face change just now? I'm kind of offended. I love Ship, dude. I love this little nigga, man. Can you blame her? That guy's a higher ranker. You two stay up here. I'll go down there. He jumps down, hits the fucking superhero pose. This is a love from your Dash Rasher. Attack the intruders. You go punch him to oblivion. Okay, punch. Mink, bink, yak him. Shoryuken. He beating their ass. Yes, sir. He breaking that shit. Tatsumaki. Everything. No, he fucked him up. They're robots, though. He's so precise with every hit. Such perfect technique. Not a single wasted motion. Okay, so he can fight. He go with his kick. He swings. He like does some shit. Backflip on it. Very impressive. I saw you back at the wall. You are as strong as you look, but your attacks are more precisely calculated than I've guessed from looking at you. Guess I'll have to get serious too now. Beastification? Okay. Yeah, I think so, right? What did he just do? Oh shit. Hold on, he in the lord chair? He in the chair like he's a lord. Hold on, that's clean. I don't like the face shit. That looks weird. His hair's not cool, but the chair is nice. What else could she have done? Not gone. Not separated from the other ones, Solo, whatever. I can't remember what their names are. There's a lot of things she could have done. She could have not listened to him. She could have tried to fight him. I don't know, bro. Naya, TOG, worth getting back into. Are you here because you already made it this far? I have to judge for myself, you know. There's some things that I've seen that I don't know if I'm gonna like it moving forward to, but I think you guys will enjoy it. I really think that I'm the one who's the most critical about the series. I think it's just how I am, but I'm like the Dritz of Tower of God sometimes. If that makes sense, Trent. But two of my favorite characters are still a part of this arc, so I want to see how they do their thing. He transformed. Oh, he has those like cat toy, catnip. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? When they do the little thingy and the cats are like, yeah. He totally changed himself. Can felines use something like the canine transformation too? Hold on, he's thinking. He's smart. He looks kind of silly though. He looks kind of dorky. Not gonna lie. Watch out, regulars. Run. Huh? What is it, Isu? Float. For some reason, I want to grab that thing. It looks so fluffy and soft. Isu? Okay, you punched it into oblivion. Jesus Christ almighty. So, does he have strong fists? Don't stare at them. I think those reeds can hypnotize you. That feline is like a giant anima. Whoa, float. It's so squishy and soft. I want to touch it. Yo, she's waste. Yo, get her out of here, man. Yo, die, please. No. Oh, he saved her. All right. He carried her like he carried Karaka. Hold on. I can't believe it could hypnotize our rankers so easily. Am I the only one who isn't affected by it? Question mark. Ehehe. Dude, stop looking at it. Not again. Come on, dog. He must be immune too. But how? He's only irregular. Is it because of that sword? What? No. Why did he just assume that though? Unless he could. You know what? At the very least, Chalk comes across to me as very intuitive and experienced. I like that much about him. I'm gonna give him credit there. Credit where credit is due. Because he was able to immediately be like, this is like Houndborn transformation, and then he's already assuming that Hats can not be affected solely because of the weapon he's carrying. Interesting. Float. Are they trying to overwhelm me? Shoot, I don't have to kill innocent creatures. But the reeds seem to grow as soon as I smash them, so it won't solve the problem. I want to walk by Bam's side, not behind him. Maybe that's it. Hots, could you help me? I want to avoid killing as many of the other races as possible. I think your sword has the power to block feline hypnotism. Can you ignite your sword and wake these creatures up for a brief moment? Then I'll take out the division commander. I can't awaken from the hypnotism. Only you can do this, Hots. Only you. The division commander is a high ranker. He's far more powerful than me. And activating Donghei is dangerous that it could kill me. Oh, finally? But if that's what it takes to be worth by standing on Bam's side, then if I can just be bold enough. He's getting his moment finally? I want to do it. Oh, this panel is clean. Look at my guy. Yes, sir. That's the thumbnail easily. Clean. See, like, because White was talking to him about like the sword and everything that was happening. I'm like, he has to have a moment. Like, he has to improve with the blade. Like, he has to. Come on. Do you really think I can do this? Of course you can do it. The body follows what the mind wants. Okay, police body. Obey my will. Understand this power. Donghae. Ignite. That's the end of the chapter. That's the end of the first one that I read. That panel of Hatsu was clean as fuck. Oh my goodness. Jesus Christ almighty. Hold on now. Remember the early season 2 days when F.U.G seemed really intimidating and overall competent? Yes. TOG has been better lately. The chair beastified. Oh God. If she didn't listen, she'd be dead. I mean, Cole, you're looking at it from a hindsight standpoint. In retrospect, fair enough. She's alive right now, but that does not make her a bozo. If somebody on the opposing side was all like, "Yo, I'm really on your side secretly," why would I immediately believe you and just follow you? Why wouldn't I be way more suspicious? I'm not gonna say she didn't have a contingency plan in her back pocket. Fair enough. She brought Cha. But she's still an idiot. She's proven everything she's done has not shown me that she's highly intelligent. That's all I'm saying. She could be strong. She can make up for it in other areas, and then she got hypnotized really easily. Like, I'm just not impressed. I don't know what you want from me. Wasn't early season 2 a fever dream? F.U.G only competent when handling Regulus, to be honest. She was in a lethal situation. Fair enough. Tell me, Mr. Kun top 2. Aguero doing this thing. Richard Tower God is a good thing in my opinion. I mean, you need someone like me like that. This girl losing my respect by the minute. On God. Hype. My boy Hotch showing out finally. This dude really needs to start living their own lives instead of trying to live through Bam. Facts. Hotch time. Hotch one of my favorite characters. Same. So I'm eating right now. If I read the next chapter too, I am reading next chapter. Hotch getting some focus is pretty cool. Both twins bottom tier. East to West reviews. That's factual, man. Okay, so my favorite panel is that panel of Hatsu. That was clean. I'll give this chapter like a 7-ish or so. What's my favorite dialogue? I think would probably... I kind of like the body follows the mind. I like that. I'm going to start saying that shit, low key. But Cha has impressed me because I find that like... I find that the way that he immediately thought about beastification being similar to canine transformation is something that I thought Han Sung-yu would have had that kind of thought process immediately. You know what I'm saying? But solid. No Mule Love. Still a dope chapter. Yeah, I need more Mule Love. Come on. I need more. But let's go. Get it. Next chapter. You guys might actually end up getting a video every day this week. You might get 7 videos in a row. I got a lot to talk about, a lot to say, and I have to do the Han Sung-yu. Is he a genius? Follow up. You guys answered the video. If you haven't seen the video, I did a video called "Is Han Sung-yu a Genius?" And I basically asked you, what do you think? Like, as far as in-tower inhabitants go, so not necessarily people who are blessed by Shinsu and irregulars. I wanted you guys' opinion on that, so I'm gonna answer that. And I have a community question to ask you guys, but I think I'll ask it tomorrow, and then we'll get to it. I got a lot of ideas and content to make, and I'm probably gonna be doing a lot more live streams for the foreseeable future instead of uploads, but uploads will still happen. I'm rambling. Let's read. I'm originally from one of the 10 great families, but because of a situation with my parents, I grew up with the main family. Is this the chair guy? Ever since I was little, that looks like Aguero a little bit. Hold on, who is that? Ever since I was little, I've always been closer to animals than people. Oh, no, it's definitely this guy. Aguero's not talking to no fucking animals. As an indirect descendant, so never mind then, because Aguero's a direct descendant. So this has to be what's his name? There was Haracha. Yeah, Sriracha. I don't remember. I don't even know the guy's name. I don't remember. Someone tell me what his name is. I totally forgot. But animals are so straightforward about their feelings that I can relate to them right away. That when I gave animals love, they gave the same love back to me. They never betrayed me. And after becoming a regular and climbing the tower, in spite of the opposition from the people around me, I chose to become an anima. So you could learn this, because I was kind of under the impression that an ability to become an anima is somewhat innate, but maybe you could learn it. Interesting. Rather than dominating animals to a baby, I chose to get closer to them by showing them love. So you're like the complete opposite now. It took a long time, but I thought that was the best way to become a true animal. As I climbed the tower, I arrived at a certain village and heard that there were people. This is gonna be as long as the other backstory, dude. Cause that was long as shit, boy. And heard that the other people were having trouble because of some giant wild rabbits that came from the mountain. I like Chuck because he's reliable. Definitely has shown himself to be somebody you can count on. I'm giving credit. I just don't like how quickly he like bend the knee to Bam. But other that aside, honestly, he hasn't done anything to upset me. He's very strong and seems very competent. I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. How does a transformation give you less drip? Beastification. These have been some good chapters. That's a fact. Have a good rest to the stream, man. Got to go read the chapter myself. All right. Not to spoil you, my bad. But I'm enjoying these last few chapters too. Very interesting backstory. Kellogg. Diel is his last name. All right. Not as long. Okay, not as long. Cool. I heard that people were there talking something about rabbits. Yes. Because of their enormous size and extreme fertility, the rabbits were getting easy. Oh, the rabbits were getting it. Yes, sir. Were not easy to get rid of. Upon hearing that, I went to check out the mountain behind the village and found the rabbits' den. Seeing how many of them I knew the army would probably be called to deal with them soon. Before they can come kill the rabbits, I offered to get rid of them from the villages first. I found the giant rabbits came down to the village to search for food, so we temporarily locked every door at the village. And in one part of the village, I put down some of their favorite food and coated them in a drug for reducing their fertility. That's impressive. As I expected, the rabbits swarmed that spot, and I went there every day and gave the rabbits food myself. At first, most of the rabbits avoided me, but over time, they gradually let their guard down. After a lot of hard work, I managed to bring them under my control and stop them from reproducing. Yo, I gotta spread my seed, guy. Okay, let me stop. Then I gathered the villagers together and told them how to coexist peacefully with the rabbits. I told them that they may lack food now because of the rabbits, but as the rabbits' population decreases, the situation would soon improve, and the villagers listened to me. I taught the villagers how to befriend the rabbits, and the rabbits became their pets. Over time, the number of giant rabbits on the mountain decreased dramatically, and I stayed there for a long time because people recognized me as an expert on the rabbits. A long time after that, suddenly a lot of the giant rabbits were found dead in the village. And the witnesses said that some monster came down from the mountain and done it. People were terrified by the appearance of this unidentified monster. I headed to the mountain on the villagers' request, from the villagers. I thought even the most terrible monsters could be befriended with good, genuine intentions. Oh, let me make a prediction here. He tries to tame an animal with love, but then learns that domination is what works on certain types of creatures, and that's how he changed his mindset. That belief of mine was shattered the moment I saw it. It was as big as a castle with a flaming mane and two large heads. It was unlike any animal I've seen before. That shit look raw, dude. What the fuck? I'm scared, Mom. Not as long, no worries. This one is shorter. Okay, I didn't feel bad for him at all, though. Unlike Dolan, Cha said, yeah, Cha. You know what? Oh, you're right. At least he's not a moron. It's a whole prophecy about Mab and Cha's village. Naya, this chapter had me listening to Kingdom of Predators from Hunter x Hunter. You'll see. Interesting. I mean, it's a prophecy, but I still don't. Listen. I don't care about a prophecy. You have to prove yourself to me, nigga. Like, the prophecy of my village is some savior. All right. If I see the savior, I'll be like, yo, do some savior shit before you get me on your side. Prove yourself. That's all I'm saying. But I understand, Rand. You're literally one of the biggest Bam zealots that I know. Bam can do no wrong in your eyes, no matter what. So I understand. We're on opposite sides of the spectrum there. Bam does a lot of wrong. Bam is a clown as far as I'm concerned. I couldn't imagine even befriending it. I felt so helpless. The monster slipped away into the darkness. I returned to the village, and seeing that even I didn't know what to do, the scared villager suggested that they bring in the army. A few days after that, okay. I forgot about this. I was under the impression that every single one of Yasracha's main henchmen were going to get a backstory like this to show that Yasracha is a beast tamer. Like, he's that dude. He's the top of the food chain. Look at him. He's starting to grow up me. I won't lie to you. I'm kind of a Yes Ratchet fan, slow, little bit. But I'm Team Caliban all day though. As far as the army goes, he said that he was very familiar with the monster that had appeared in the village. He had to deal with it. He was very confident that he could overpower it. Soon the battle began. There were flashes of light in the mountain and some loud noises. Then Yes Ratchet came back with the unconscious monster. He beat its fucking ass. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Seeing that, all the villagers praised Yes Ratchet's strength, and I was completely forgotten. They said, hey, fuck this guy. He didn't know what he was doing. They said, yo, that's the guy. You're a guy over there. Yes, Ratchet told them that wild animals are dangerous and shouldn't be tamed. He said that they can only be overpowered or killed. He told the villagers that the giant rabbits must be eliminated from the village to prevent such monsters from reappearing. People thought Yes Ratchet was right, so they began abandoning or beating or killing the rabbits that they had been using as pets. Did you guys at least like skin them, use the fur, make you a nice little coat, you know what I'm saying? Some rabbit stew, you know what I'm talking about? I don't know. You just kill them? At least use their body and bones for something useful. That's all I'm saying. I'm pretty practical like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel bad for him either. Nice, downing bam like the elders of F.U.G, and rightfully so. Yep, you either die a TOG villain or live long enough to become a BAM simp. That might be the comment of the day. That's fucking funny. Caliban, Diamond Gang? Yes, Caliban, 100 bands, diamonds on my wrist, diamonds on my forehead. Yes, sir. Yes, Patrick just has too much sauce. He does. He looks cool as fuck. I was hating at first. Yeah, hold on. The dead bodies were murdered, blah, 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 throughout the village. And the rabbits that had been luckily enough to escape, abandoned, ran back to the mountains in fear. I couldn't stop them. All this felt like it was my fault. I couldn't take it anymore, so I risked my life to see Yes Ratchet and told him that people began hating and killing innocent rabbits because of him. I said that I had to tell him that I believed that his ways were violent. They were wrong, even if they meant endangering my own life. This guy came with like, I'm gonna give him a stern talking to. Hey man, you shouldn't be like, bro, what are you doing? I told him how I had tamed the giant rabbits and that the animals and the people have to find a way to live together in peace. Hearing what I have to say, Yes Ratchet simply laughed and disagreed. Violent? Do you think your approach is any less violent than mine? Come with me. I'll show you what kind of person you are. I went with Yes Ratchet. The moment, so he's had that cat for a minute. Yes Ratchet took me somewhere in the giant mountain range connected to behind the village. What the villagers simply thought as the mountain was actually a part of the enormous mountain range. And what I saw there shocked me. A bunch of terrifying monsters were devouring the giant rabbits. The rabbits were their food. That's when I realized why those monsters had to come to the village. Now do you get it? Those beasts have been feeding on giant rabbits for ages. They're quite intelligent, so they try to stay out of human territory as much as possible. That's why they never appeared on that mountain behind the village, which allowed the rabbits to escape there. If you had just left them alone, the beasts would have come and gotten rid of the rabbits for you eventually. But because you brought the rabbits to the village and stopped them from breeding, the beasts didn't have enough food, so they had to come near the village. If I hadn't gotten rid of the rabbits in the village, the hungry beasts might have even gone and harmed the villagers. Then all the innocent people would have been killed and the beasts would have been slaughtered by the government troops. That whole tragedy would have occurred because of one arrogant animal who thought he could control nature. Do you still think I'm more violent than you? Talk to that nigga! Tell him about himself! With your all soft, baby little bitch-ass approach. It don't work. Foot on they necks. Too soft. I'm here for this. I couldn't say anything. What came over me was not the moment of feeling of guilt that I was to die, but a feeling of helplessness that Adam had failed to control the situation. I'm not trying to blame you. I actually understand how you feel. How could you understand? What people like you want is complete control over others, and animals are much easier to control than people. That's not true. Stop being such a hypocrite. Show that disgusting, arrogant desire to dominate everything. That's your true nature, and that's what you will become. Yo, I can't lie, yo. He's kind of cold. He's kind of cold. He's like, let me just tell you about you. You don't fuck with people because you like to dominate, so you control animals. Just stop the cap. He said stop the cap. Oh my goodness, what's going on, bro? He stole his clout and everything. These post hiatus chapters have really elevated Yas chapters for me. I agree with that, Michael, 100%. Animals have infinite potential for evolution malice. I mean, when Chow awoken, who was there? Bam beat a ranker next week, stormed your hot fortress in the following week. I mean, yeah, fair enough. This type of speech only works if you're a protagonist. That's a good point, Ran. Yes, all like, boy, if you don't get your goofy ass out here, Kingdoms of Predators. Yes, Ratchet really said you do not know the way, but in time I will show you the way. You don't know the way, brother. I will show you the way. If you can be honest with yourself, I'll give you the power to control a lot of things. The power to control. It was too sweet an offer to refuse. He knew me. He said he knew me. He said he was right. He was right. I was capping. Fuck all this love shit. Domination. I love it. Tells you a story about slave with the Tower of God. All out fight. 52nd floor, number 30. We're back to the main fight. That wasn't as long. All right, cool. So he's going in. About to start fighting some of the people. He's throwing these punches. Bam, 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 bam. Whack. Yo, he's folding these niggas. Bam. Bink, mink, shoryuken. Drown him in the sink. I got bars. Yeah, he's fucking them up. Now, Hats. Go for the division commander while I hold back the hostages. Purification. The distant and mysterious eastern seed that shaped this sword is said to be a seed that purifies all things. The reason that this sword obeys me, even though I'm not a ranker, is because I may be weak, but I'm also slightly more transparent than rankers. Take it. This is the sword. Lororo! My guy! John Sula, Lororo. What's poppin'? What's good with you, my nigga? What's going on? Where you been? What you been doing? You been eating? You sleeping good? How's work? I got so many questions. I love this guy. This guy was... The reason I love him so much is because he had, like, to what I think is, like, the biggest first flex in the series. Remember in the beginning when he was talking about the levels of Shinsu, the density increasing, becoming more and more as a liquid as the floors went up? And he's like, listen, all right. He came out. He asserted his pressure. Like, this is commonplace on, like, the 20th floor. You can't even handle this. You're not built. You're not fit. You're not ready to climb the tower. That lets a depression on me. That's all I'm saying. So I love this guy. Wow, you're giving it to me? To him? Lucky him. I'm your student too. Do you have anything for me? It's from Walt Kike's song, not me. Interesting. They seem to have chosen it very carefully because you're Bam's companions. So Rek orchestrated this to some degree, or is it what's his name? Bayek Ryun? Hold on. They seem to have chosen it very carefully because you're Bam's companions and they want to give you something that would be useful. It's even an ignition weapon. It would be dangerous if anyone finds out this is connected to Wall Hike Sung. So if anyone asks you where you got it, just tell them you found it in Tower by chance. That's very interesting to me. Okay, hold on. What? An ignition weapon? Can regulars use it? Yes, D-rank regulars can use it. I was surprised too, but this sword is very proud and it doesn't listen to people who are too strong. Its strength and abilities change depending on the situation and its mood. Many rankers have died trying to ignite this sword. What? Died? Yes, they passed out and just never woke up. What a scary weapon. Don't take out the sword or try to ignite it unless you absolutely have to. Funnily enough, the sword is more likely to listen to those who are weak, but only if its owner is free of greed and has a pure mind. If anyone tries to use this sword who has even slightly bad intentions, it can even kill them. It has a mind of its own, so it's dangerous. I'm giving you this sword because I think you have a purer mind than anyone that I know, Hots. That's interesting to me. Why did he say that? Why do you have that impression of him, though? Is what I want to know. It means it can kill you if you're too greedy. I know Hot isn't that kind of person, of course, but it's too dangerous. It's better not to use. That's right. It's better not to use it if possible. Then why are you giving it to him? Swords are dangerous by nature. It would be silly Not to have a sword just because it's dangerous. It's certainly a dangerous sword, but as you climb the tower with Bam, you will eventually need it. When you're in a situation where you're risking your own life for something, if you focus on that goal and ignite this sword, then I'm sure it will lend you its power. Just focus on saving these brainwashed people. If I don't ask for any more than that, I'm sure this sword will help me. This is very interesting. I would have used a sword like this though. That's too many fucking conditions for what I'm saying. Yeah, Ratchet saying in these. Simi said it best. Yes, Ratchet is a bastard. Facts. Neko season, like as the Simi would say. This dude's backstory is better than the other dudes because it's more Yes Ratchet. That's and like I like the way that like he really just told him about himself. Like no. I know what kind of nigga you are. Don't even try. He said don't even try it. Don't even try. Oh my goodness, that was so goated. These pre-tele intros are as long as chapters in the other series. Exactly the amount of Yes Ratchet made it more enjoyable. The teacher, that dude. There's a basic lesson in the food chain, folks. Yes, here it is. At this point, I'm certain clout is the most valuable thing in the tower. Tower of clout. Tower of clout. Tower of recognition. Get yourself in the rankings. Ignite. Okay, hold on. Just once. I can't take any more than that. Just this once. Please work. I don't know what's happening, but it looks like almost like it's like what the fuck, yo, dude. Hot. Okay. Mink. Ping. It's like I don't know what it's doing. I can't tell yet. Someone tell me. But this is clean. This is so clean. I like it's like a ball of light connected by another ball. It almost looks like connect the dots, but like this ethereal stream of light going on everywhere. It's really cool. I like it. Ping. Just pinging. What's going on? My daze is getting weaker. So daze is the ability to because then isn't what Yes Ratchet used to control the canine people back at the tower, the wall of peaceful coexistence was called daze as well, right? So he's also using a facsimile of that move. Interesting. Ping. Did it work? Nice. He's losing control over them. I can't believe it. How could a regular break my spells? What's a spell? Thank you for the chance, hats. Oh, unless he's just using the word, not necessarily. Okay, no, hold on. I won't let it go to waste. What you about to do, my nigga? Oh, snap. Did he get rid of all the little cat things? He destroyed all of them for the most part. My regeneration isn't working. Oh, he's not even healing. You bastards. Look at his primal punch. Lethal move. Why is it primal? Because he's from like an archaic time in a tower. Tyrim. Shoryuken. Okay. Oh, he blew him the fuck back. It even went black and white for a little bit. Hold on. Yeah, he's done. He out the chair. He fell. He's out of. He punched. You know, if you punch a nigga out of his transformation, it's over with. You know, when Goku hair goes black, he's done. When Vegeta's hair goes black, he's done. It's over. He's defeated. He's done. Pack it up. Pack. We spoken that whatever his name is. Pack. I don't remember his name. Yes, Ratchet also seems to have a lot of insight when it comes to people and their true nature. That's true because even with Haracha, he kind of really understood the nature of him and what kind of person he was, and even the fact that like he wasn't really like, you know, like I can't remember exactly how he phrased it. I'll have to go back and read it, but I agree with that. Well said. They really give Hatsu the Excalibur from Fate with all these fucking conditions. I'm still with it though. Yo, Avalon and Excalibur type me, like, you know, all these conditions and all these things you have to do to activate it. I'm with that. I feel it. Simi would be proud of you if you heard that. I don't know if he's around. Indeed, Star. I love antagonists like that. That's the move with the least variant of it. At least Excalibur had the sheet that made you practically immortal. Yeah, Avalon. This I don't know. Do you feel like Hatsu's relationship with this sword can grow as he gets stronger as long as he doesn't stay greedy and stays pure? Because then maybe he can always do what only he needs to do and nothing more. But I still think he should have another sword, maybe better than the one that he's currently carrying, just as a backup, like a one that he can use without specific conditions. But let me finish the chapter. Hold on. I can't believe you were keeping so many hostages in that pyramid. You're not just twisted. You're evil. Hey, stay back. Damn it. Why am I being humiliated like this? Lord Hiracha gave me his power and put me on top of the pyramid. Ugh. Question mark? They about to kill it. He about to... I know exactly what to happen. Scar and the hyena from Lion King. Alright, let me see if I'm right. Hey, I've always looked after your animals. Are you trying to help me? Come here. Come here and keep that man away until I can get out safely. He's a question mark? Huh? What are you doing? You're supposed to protect me. Are you disobeying me? I'm your master. Oh, yeah. Yummy. Hold on. That was delicious. They ate his ass. That's what you get. That's what you fucking get, guy. I don't feel bad for him, loser. Oh, his name is Kendrick? Kendrick Lamar? Kendrick Diel. You always seem to be sitting. Is something wrong with your legs? No, Lord Yasracha. Are you uncomfortable with me sitting? If that's the case, no, I'm just asking, purely out of curiosity. I see. I'm trying to avoid doing things myself, starting with walking. Is that so? One day it suddenly occurred to me that the dumber and more basic the animal, the more it requires its legs. It also occurred to me that I can get around just fine without using my legs. My job is to command others, not move myself. I don't have to walk anyway, so I decided not to. That's an interesting idea. So you're saying you don't need to walk as long as you can get others to do things for you? As you like then. Yes, thank you, Lord Yasracha. I knew you would understand. Very impressive. Well, come along. Better get going. His legs are a symbol of how much more evolved he is than other animals, yet he's proud to choose a regression just to show off his own power. That would be such a foolish choice to make for an animal whose life revolves around survival and evolution. Yet, it's also a very human choice. He's no fucking head, dude. No head. Holy shit, dude. What did I tell you about King of Predators? No joke. You was right. Bon appetit. You're right. The last hold on. Where was I before? I said oof. At least the other TOD characters have their flashy moves, while Chadis follows the Urek punch go burst, super punch, super supreme king punch of destruction type beat. Like, no, what the fuck? We ain't fighting for that nigga saw that punch. This is why Kendrick hasn't listened to music yet. I'm back from MMA. What happened? Hey man, hey, Kendrick got his shit clapped, boy. He done for. You have become wonderfully corrupt. Kendrick Diel. Hats, huff. Are you okay? It hurts so badly. It feels like my insides are gonna explode from the pressure. Every time that you use that power of yours, bam, Hats? Did he collapse? Bam is part of the field. A new turn has begun. The number of squares in direction. So Hatsu is probably out of commission for now. 4 squares forward. I see. You're going that way, huh? So you'd rather face the boss map than deal with me? I actually forgot White was chasing this dude. Alright. No matter how strong the map boss is, it can't be any stronger than a legendary Haigh-Ranker. I suppose that makes sense, but you'll probably regret it. White's gonna catch up to me eventually unless I take that route. I don't have a chance of beating White right now. It's better to go with the route that has the least slightly better odds, even if there's an unknown factor. I'm going to avoid White and take the jumping route. If I can beat all the monsters in one turn, I might not have to face White. Even if I have to run to an extremely powerful monster, I'll be able to cross the map in the shortest amount of time. I like to move forward by 4 spaces. Alrighty. Moves in 4 spaces. He arrives. Would you like to try and open the prison? Yeah, hurry. The prison is now opening. Please note that the monsters will come out of the prison. Grr, grr. It's huge. It's just a fucking rhino. Is there just one monster? As explained earlier, the jumping around allows you to save time, but the monsters in the prison are also much stronger. So there's more than one? I only see one. Alright, hold on. The monster that emerged from the prison is a middle area beast that even rankers were afraid of. Cap. It This is his breeding season, so the male is even more aggressive than the user. He's in heat. Don't let your guard down because there's only one monster. Whoosh. Bam. Gets pushed back a little bit. He's right. It's way stronger than the other monsters. Come on. This isn't very entertaining to watch. Use the thorn or whatever to kill it. You think I'm going to fall for that? I know you want me to use all my energy so you can catch me. I was trying to give some helpful advice. I mean it. I don't want that thing to steal my prey. You still haven't really used the powers within you. You just use little bits and pieces of each power. You'll never gather enough power that way. You have to command the powers within you to gather together as one, with as much life force as you can muster. When all the powers are directed in a single direction at a single target, then they're compressed into one. So he's saying that all the moving parts inside, from the thorn to the monster to the blue Theresa to the second thorn fragment and everything, he has to find a way to get them to unify and come out through like maybe one. What's the word I'm looking for? Like one power, not power source. What I'm looking for, one current, like so like maybe he's all over the place. I think White's trying to get him to kind of merge his powers and maybe control it better. That's the only way for you to be able to properly use your power. Command my powers to fight together. What is it? Are you interested? No. I'm not interested in hearing what a nasty person like you, uses his finger, has to say, and he gets the horn off the monster, I think. Alright. That's a clean panel of Bam, honestly. When he's like this, that's clean. His eyes are a little goofy because they don't look like they're looking the same, but that's clean. I like that. That's a good panel. You sure are stubborn, but I don't think this is going to go as smoothly as you wish. Oh, something came from his horn, like fire? Ugh. His horn got even bigger. Slayer candidates. Only a matter of time until you set your powers on fire. The day the day I first devoured another person's soul, I was extremely confused. I wondered, is it right to consume other people's souls just like this to gain power? If I can't take it back, how should I feel about the powers of other people within me? But because of my thirst for power, I continued devouring souls in spite of my confusion, and as I attained more power, strangely enough, that immense confusion simply vanished. All I could hear was the sound of a single sword. All the cries of the souls I devoured were silenced, as though cut down by my blade. It was then I learned about myself. I've always been different from them. I've been a ruthless predator since birth. I was destined for a blood-soaked crown. This is so raw. There was never any need to worry about any of that. This power can only be obtained by getting blood on my hands. This crown may be bloodstained, but it's a token token to a lord who towers over the dead. You are the same as me. I want to see you get drunk on your own enormous power, and put on a bloodstained crown on yourself. I want to see you corrupted by great power. Yeah, White, that's not gonna happen, dude. Not gonna hold you, brother. But hey, man, it is what it is. They said, fuck, we ain't find that nigga. We saw that punch. Oh, never mind. Nigga head gone. SE wasn't playing. Gore warning was justified for once. It was justified in my opinion. Gurren Lagann head ass is a fucking clown. He asked fashion. I never seen a man so determined to sit in the chair in my life. His chair transformed with him. I gotta give him respect. Hey, man. He even powered up the chair. He said, yo, the chair transformed with me. White said, Bam, a piece of bacon, and he up for the taking. I wonder if Bam's appearance will change once he Kirby's White Soul. That's a fair point. Quincy Hollow, Shinigami, I'll show you all of my Getsuga Tensho. Oh wait, wrong series. Yeah, here's some Ichigo gimmick. I enjoyed that chapter a lot, actually. That was really good. I really enjoyed this chapter a lot. I think it did a lot for Yas Ratchet's character. Even the way that he saw him after the fact, when he's like, you've been wonderfully corrupted. You know? Kendrick, interesting dude. How do we feel about the sword? How do you feel about the sword, Donghei? Like, it was cool what it was able to do. And I know that apparently it has different abilities depending on the situation that we're currently in and what's happening. But, like, how do we really feel about it? Is it dope? Like, would you want to use that? Because I don't know if I've ever said this. If I haven't said it, I'll say it again. one of my biggest, Hatsu is one of my favorite characters. A lot of my favorite characters are like not important. You know, Mula's my favorite. I love Lore, Young Sleep, those guys. Like I miss them. One of the things that I always wanted for Hats in this series is I wanted to see him defeat a direct descendant of the RDA family with the sword, the blade, being who he is. He doesn't have that innate swordsmanship ability, but I wanted to see him eventually take one down. And I felt like SIU was going down a certain way with him, especially with that moment with him and White talking about something. What I realized just now, which is very interesting, is what Lororo told Hats about himself in conjunction to that blade specifically kind of contradicts what White told him as concerning the blade simply being a murderous weapon. And maybe Hats challenged his way of thinking, not because he was quote-unquote disgusted, because in order to ignite his weapon, he can't go down the route that White is going. He can't think that way. He can't get greedy. He can't just kill and devour, if you get what I'm saying. So I'm gonna have that might be video worthy. I'll think about it. But alright, hold on. See what you gotta say in the chat. The sword has moods? No, I'm good on that. Oh, I'm good, Abdel. I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm gonna talk about everything that I did on the break on Twitch later on tonight. Don't worry, brother. I'm good, brother. I'm having a great time. I feel very rejuvenated and refreshed to get back into the thick of things. Plot device, fair enough. In my mind, I was hoping for some crazy, flashy stuff from the sword, but it makes sense for a regular not having a weapon capable of outputting high ranker level stuff. I haven't read in like 1.5 years. Hi, Luigi. But I personally think it suits Hatsu. That's fair. It basically seems like a way to do something dispelling spells at a huge risk that Bam can do effortlessly. that's one way of looking at it for sure. Hall of Memes, message retracting, I didn't see it. In words of the true legend, to bend another's energy to your own spirit must be undeniable or you'll be corrupted by anything. The Lie, Internal, and Avatar. You guys know how I feel about Avatar. Avatar quotes will always get you points in my book. Honestly, I feel like the sword like that is perfect for Hot's character swordsmanship style. Okay, interesting. Good point. It could serve as a temporary stopgap to keep Hat from going down the wrong path, but I never felt that he was in danger of corruption compared to other characters. I think it is implied that strength depends on the situation, as it does have infinite strength. Guess I'm staying for the Smutwa story. I don't hate the sword, but I agree with what you said about it needing another sword to complement it, giving its personality. Yeah, 100%. Like, he would need a better base sword to just use on an average without all the conditions and stuff. But this was a really good chapter, honestly. I like what I had to see. I like to see here a lot. Yes, Ratchet has grown on me. I can't say that I'm a fan of Cha yet, but I have to admit that he's done nothing from a portrayal standpoint to make me be like he's incompetent, he's useless, we don't need him. He's very useful. We do need him. The Kendrick backstory was good. I do think that, again, a lot of these backstories is really not necessarily about the individual we're learning about, Saharacha or Kendrick. I think it's gonna be like a gradual, like Lucille for instance. When he goes down, I believe we'll get like a story like this too. So you'll see how Saharacha has subjugated all of these different types of animals, creatures, and people himself, bringing them to his fold. Like, to me, he comes across to me as like a real beast tamer. You know how Calivan's epithet was the human collector? I haven't really seen him do anything to really merit that sobriquet, if you will. I would more so give that to Yasracha, but I wouldn't use the human collector. I would probably use like the beast tamer or animal collector or something. But I'm starting to really like Yasracha as a major antagonist. Like, he comes across to me as very devious, menacing, powerful, connected to history and historical figures. Lopobia family head, Yama and Doomed and Paul's father. Like, all of that is starting to come all full circle, and I'm starting to get a bigger appreciation for him. But Calivan's still my guy. That's 100 bands. You know what I'm saying? 100 bands Calivan. Cool chapter, but no love for a while. No, I miss me with love. I miss Smooth Love so much. I need him. I wonder what he's doing. He eating chicken? He beating ass? Everything? But yeah, this is a good backstory. The poetic justice on a lot of this stuff coming full circle on these individuals too is also a treat to see. Haracha basically having the like vision and like the symbolic moment of all of his people pulling him into the acid to finally kill him because he did turn his back on them despite trying to fight for them for so long. And then Kendrick being betrayed by the very animals and things that he thought he used to show love to and stuff, and them actually biting his fucking head off. Like, I like that. It's very symbolic. I like when the conclusion of a battle has a meaning, a metaphorical meaning like that, or a big picture takeaway. Because I always say that in narratives a lot of the times, one thing I do not think that we talk about enough is what is the lesson and big picture takeaway. And I realized that really reading Unordinary, where I'm like, this is actually a very good lesson that you could. There's a lot of good lessons you can take from this story that we don't speak enough about. So, you know, yeah, Hatch has grown on me a lot, honestly. Hat's role and Rand's potential role, hopefully later on, gives me hope for other regulars, but at the same time, Elaine hasn't done shit, so, oh man, Elaine, I feel that. SI, you've been doing Hatch really well these few chapters, yes. Hold up for hope for now, though. But yeah, let me see, hold on. Favorite piece of dialogue in this chapter was probably something Yas Ratchet said about, do you really think that you're... Oh no, when Yas Ratchet told him to stop capping, like, nigga, you want to dominate, subjugate, and stand above on top other people just like me. Stop the cap. That was my favorite line. My favorite panel from an artistry standpoint. I like the initial swing that Hatsu does with his blade, but there's a panel of Yas Ratchet that I really liked. I'm trying to find it. Give me a second. No, actually, it might be the same one where he's talking about dominating everything as his finger up, but there might be another one where he stepped. He's like stepped out and he looked cold as hell with his like cloak kind of flowing when they called him the first time. You know what though? That beast was looking monstrous. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, this right here. I like this part where he's kind of, I don't know. He looks cool here. He got drip, man. He looked cold. Him and Yama, they got a lot of drip. They look really cool. Now, as for the white stuff. How do I feel about this moment? I am okay. Okay, so I guess my only question is, I've seen White in many versions, from Holquin, subjugating Vincent, Anna, whoever the hell, and then becoming more and more complete. And we do know that the more complete he becomes, the more mature he is, and the more he reverts to his majesty persona. So the easy argument for me to make here is because he's his full self again, he thinks about things a lot deeply. But he never presented himself to me as somebody who cared about Bam getting corrupted by his own powers. Like, this kind of heel turn here, whatever you want to call this, is a little jarring. Like, why does he care about that? I guess is my question. Like, I want to see you go down the path that I do and become a fucking all-consuming monster. Just not. It's not bad or good or anything. It just seems like a weird decision. I'll see how it plays out, but I don't know if anyone else felt that way when he said that. Like, why the hell do you care about this? You know. But then again, the story itself is constantly saying Bam is worthy of having these powers, and that you have the right to seek strongness. The high ranker from the Ha family told him when he was going from battlefield to battlefield doing a Van Kel's training. So it could be tying back into that whole theme, but it's just kind of weird coming from White. I don't know if anyone else feels that way. I don't know if it's just me. You can let me know. My favorite panel is Yas Ratchet walking away from beating the crap out of that monster. That was clean. I really wonder how the story will eventually going to bridge the power gap between the squadron commander level and Adori, the family head. Yo, Hitman Adori, she's coming. And I don't think Bam will ever really get corrupted by his abilities. He might have moments and instances of rage or something, but I couldn't see. I can't really see it. Oh, that Bam panel was clean too with him like there. But yeah, I don't know, White. Just eat his soul, dude. Like, just eat his soul, man. Like, just go for it. Eat his soul. But I know White likes to devour souls when he feels like they're at his peak and tastiest. So he probably wants the Bam to draw out all of his latent potential and then beat him, eat him. But I think that's dangerous because full power Bam, we don't know what he could possibly do. What if he does merge all those powers together? That could be dangerous. So, yeah. This chapter was like a 9 out of 10 for me. It's one of the best ones that I've read for a long time. Does anybody know if he did a blog post for these last two again? Someone told me to join something to get the blog posts easily. If someone could find them for me. If they just talk about his health though, maybe I'll just talk about it another day. I don't know, but good chapter. I enjoyed it. We'll be back. I have a couple other things I want to talk about related to a couple of things that I've been thinking about and some of the conversations that I've been having. But I am back, people. White just seems to be like an albino Hisoka at this point. Not gonna lie, I'm completely uninterested in this White situation because obviously gonna go down like, oh, Bam is pure of heart and not gonna stoop down to his level BS. I kind of agree with you. But what if he at least has a moment? I guess I don't know. This is one of those things where I believe execution will define how I feel about it. From a conceptual standpoint, I'm not even mad at it because I do get the impression the story is constantly telling me, the reader, unlike other people who amass power, Bam, you'll be okay. Just don't forget, like even Hajin's song is like, don't become a monster. Don't become, even though you want to protect, you could take that thought process too far. So it's like we're trying to play with that theme a bit. Bro, if Bam eats White, I am fucking out of there. It is possible, dude. You just never know. But okay, I'm gonna head out. Thank you guys for coming through. Let's see what he's saying, right? I think White is trying to do what Yas did in the past, where you break a person to make him part of your arsenal. Well, White wants to consume him, though. He doesn't want him to be a slayer with him or his minion, because White has made it clear that he's such a apex predator that people can't even stay by him, by his side, even his own followers. And the blood salt crown being a symbolic gesture, an actual symbol of his bloodthirst is interesting too. Got a feeling. Who knows? Rachel did say she's scared of the night. That could come full circle. Has White ever gotten mad at Rachel and did something, Oh, I know what SE's trying to do with Bam, but I'm tired of Bam moments right now. I totally get you to Star Destroyers, but it is what it is. Okay, I'm end the stream though. Thank you guys for coming through. I had a good time. I'm back, so stay tuned. We'll be here doing what needs to be done. Oh shit, what needs to be done. And you guys have yourselves a mighty fine day. I'm gonna be out. You're